be very concise in their engages. It's also going to require Doinby and Niket to be AFK when they go for them.
I really want to highlight that Udyr matchup with...
So he's adapted in that instance, but I will say, okay, flash forward.
Yeah, and hey, the Weaver's Wall, just like that, Doinby's here, the Grand Starfall as well, out of nowhere. XQW is routed, surrounded on all sides by 3 members of NIP, and, well, I knew they were going to punish the flash with Azir, but I wasn't ready for it.
Now, if we see a Rylai's come through from Doinby, if we see some sort of any real kite capability from lead, this Xin will struggle. So we'll keep our eyes on how well it looks to get through the laning phase, but especially with Ghost available to lead in the late game, this Udyr probably going to struggle quite significantly.
As we swap back our lanes, and Nayo
comes what it is that LGD wants to do this game. We highlighted it. Okay, never mind.
Here we go.
Bye.
That's exactly what we talked about. If you're a little too far up in your lane, bam! Pantheon on top of your noggin. CX, but leave. Maybe a bit uncharacteristically gets himself back to safety, and now the turn comes out next to XQW. The entire pack has left him, and that means the Predators can jump on top of him, looking to snatch up their prey. But XQW is making it a bit of a problem. Another cycle of spells will do it and ail it for Doinby to find the feats of warfare.
And just barely XQW not able to find the Herald spawn. Whether LGD are able to convincingly take it. Wait, so they are down 1,000 gold. Doinby's basing, he's got teleport. And you can see NIP, Leave at the very least, is posturing aggressively. He wants to get in this fight. Pops the ulti now.
Lightning crash, curtain call. They're going all in for Leave, but the bullets aren't hitting their mark. And Sasun's going to flash top of Leave. Climber as well. Everyone chasing Leave down, and they're going to find that kill. What did they give up on the back end of that? They lose control of that Herald, and Nayo gets away with a heist of a century, also getting out with the actual Herald itself.
So double summoner spells burned off of the Zeri. Now that's going to be important in 3 minutes' time when the dragon spawns. Flash used by Savior, flash used by Sarsa, and flash used by Climber on the Xin Zhao as well, and XQW once again.
Yep, okay, good Emperor's Divide. Public Execution is down for solo kills. They couldn't go for that snap engage, but Niket is roaming. Gonna make this a 3 versus 2 double knockup, but hello to Leah popping out of nowhere. It's the global presence NIP's comp brings in. Solo kill picks up both of the kills.
And just a refusal to acknowledge that Taliyah has an ultimate ability. It's so infrequently used for combat that they just think it can't be used. She can maybe crit and run away. Ambessa, you crit, try to run away, and the Ambessa just runs at the same speed and dashes up to you again. So,
oh boy,
it's pretty tricky.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What's that TV out? Okay, save
Flash,
XW.
yeah.
All right, now I know who's getting spam pinged. In this game, it's definitely Niket who leaves, or YCX who left XQW to die, and now LGD are trying to engage 4 versus 4. The Breakable from Pantheon going to block all that damage, and YCX doesn't even end up getting out. What is LGD doing right now?
You know, in a short word, Slayer, they're losing. And if we try to explain much beyond that, we may begin to struggle. NIP, that we should praise them for their ability to capitalize on LGD making these plays. We won't define them, we'll just call them plays.
Okay.
As solo kill's able to take the tier 1 turret down on the bot side, the dragon will be secured as well. For LGD, not necessarily a lot of tools that they can find.
They swept it this time, dude. They swept that,
they
treacherous brush.
XQW's had flashbacks, he's got PTSD, knows that he could very well be in trouble. But again, Atacon starting up here by NIP, or at least posturing for it, as now he's just sat here tossing spears at XQW to see what sticks. Which honestly is low-key based.
Oh, yep. There's the Weaver's Wall, and it's only YCX, but he's going to turn and re-engage onto Niket, who gets a ton of CC down, but the Rakan is a lot less tanky than that Ornn, with Unbreakable Will Nayo actually protecting him, is able to walk away from the fortress.
He can't battle dance back out to safety, and the power of the Alistar there really showing it and giving its worth. As it looked like Niket was the one caught out under the turret, but he pops Unbreakable Will to free himself of the CC, and instantly able to find a knockback.
Sasa not going to be fine because guess what? Again, all of the ninjas pop out of the shadows and make a 2v1, a 4v1, just like that. We'll see maybe now if NIP feel comfortable turning on to the Otacon. They do have a dragon spawning bot side in about 30 seconds, and they're just going to be happy with getting the last tier 1 turret off the board.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no way that LGD can ever take this Atacon, so NIP don't need to potentially flip the game by throwing at said neutral objective. The dragon is much lower stakes. if they can find a way to get there in time. But I'm looking at teleports.
Oh, there's a
onto
new
the
brush.
LGD.
Rudu, there's a new brush.
XQW,
it's the furthest one back. It's happening again. The nightmare continues for XQW. Oh, the exhaust, I think, is going to ruin it. That was nearly a great outplay. He falls again. 0-5, and NIP are really the ones to blame for that scoreline.
Yeah, the sad thing is, hold on, they found the cat.
The cat. Unbreakable Will is broken. Nice crit shot. Curtain call opening up here from Savior. Nayo's got to flash around some of these bullets, but he gets slowed charmed, and there's a second one. Solo Kill is TP'd in. Can he get on top of these carries? They have to get towards Savior as the Octagon is getting assist of the year. But the Polyance user comes across from Solo Kill, gets on top with 3 members to flick back onto Climber. But Solo Kill goes after YCX, gets the first kill. Leave has the Ghost popped along with the Lightning Crash, trying to get the Lethal Temple stacked up as they sacrifice Solo Kill.
4 seconds.
Trying to wait for it to come up. There it is. Now he gets over the wall. Leave is going after all of LGD, and he's making it their problem. Boom goes the dynamite. NIP Leave has arrived to the game, folks.
And he was just biding his time. Slayer wait. Doesn't have. He gets kited out. He tries to walk up to auto attack and immediately has to burn barrier and then leave. He's already a level up over Savior. He tags him with. I think that at this stage, though, quite likely that Leave will be able to stay the course and manage.
Oh, Weaver's Wall cuts Savior off, but also cuts XQW off as he falls for a 6th straight time. And now the rest of LGD are scattered, trying to backpedal desperately away from the rolling choo-choo train that is NIP. Gets a little bit slowed off the tracks by Solo Kill missing the public execution, but the grand Starfall cuts off all escape angles. Climber, can you survive long enough? As Nayo actually does not ward over the wall. I thought he was going to ward and stun, and Climber gets out. We now flash mid lane where YCX is just protecting Savior, but with nobody dropping for NIP, even though they don't kill off Climber, why not turn your attention towards the big purple worm?
Yeah, and with the Zeri to boot, it's going to go down very, very fast as there are teleports available for XQW when he respawns in 10 seconds.
Climber, you shall not pass. Crescent Guard sure to block some damage. No way to get the crit shot on to the Baron secured, and now Naket gets another 2-man headbutt and a pulverizing blow onto Climber. 2 more kills gobbled up, and Leave nearly hunting down the last pair.
Dying super early on. It just means that there's never a contest to be had. I want to take a look at the level differences between these carries as well. Slayer going to be level 18 versus XQW's level 15.
Oh, it hurts.
Leave level 17 versus Savior's level 15 as well.
All right, Solo Kill is going to have to flash away from Savior. So for now, LGD have kind of disassembled the 4-1. Now they're snap engaging onto Leave. His flash comes back, but Sauce is looking over the wall. Problem is, like we talked about, how can the rest of LGD even get close enough to get this kill onto Leave? It's just Sasa and YCX throwing himself to the wind, but now he becomes the wind as he's turned into dust, and the rest of LGD are looking like mincemeat as Leave turns his gun right onto LGD, and XQW just gets stunned, trying to dash in to save the game. Ace over NIP, dominating win once again as they'll move to 7-1 and keep EDG on their heels.
2-0 for NIP, a triple kill for Leave, and the Baron at their backs is going to signal the end of this game.
What a top 2 we have culminated here in Group Nirvana. EDG and NIP now, with this commanding win over LGD, definitely have to be on the radar of the bottom of Group Ascend.
Yeah, and I mean, the fact